All right, a look across the skies in the FM area. A little bit more blue to the sky tonight, maybe a little less haze from the smoke, and that's a trend that we'll see in our western counties. As we take a look at the forecast ahead for smoke, first and foremost, I want to point this out. This model is modeling smoke in the atmosphere. Notice it's thick from Badette all the way through the valley here on this Monday evening. Now, we're going to see a sweeping change as we go through the late evening hours. So towards 10 o'clock, still some smoke, and the best chance for another one of those fantastic, huge red, orange sunsets will be across Minnesota. Notice that clearing taking place, Devil's Lake Basin and points west. We get a break overnight with the activity swirling from the fires just off to the east of Lake Winnipeg, out of the area in the morning hours, and by afternoon it starts punching back into Lake of the Woods area. So be ready for that. In fact, this batch of smoke that will be working its way in from the north will be extremely thick and may work its way or mix its way down to the ground as we go through the day on Wednesday. It continues its trek southward through Hallock and in towards Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, and Bemidji. This could be thick enough on the ground to impact those with respiratory illness and the like. Our air quality will likely be deteriorating as we go through Wednesday, and a chance for some Wednesday storms for some as well. More on that in a minute. Gusty winds from the south over 20 miles per hour, and we are in the mid 80s now in the FM area. Upper 80s after a 90-degree day in Jamestown, at Devil's Lake at 83, and we have low 80s for most across western Minnesota. Fosston at 79 degrees, 87 for you, by the way, in Grand Forks. Take a look at the satellite. We do have a couple of showers north of Badette out there. Those are dancing along the international border with a batch of clouds. And on the visible satellite imagery, you can see the pall of the smoke in the atmosphere over the Great Lakes in eastern Minnesota. But we're seeing darkening ground there. That's the clearing skies taking place out to the west. So we're seeing some of that smoke decrease for our western counties, and that trend will continue tonight. Hour by hour forecast. That shower activity up near Lake of the Woods is where we have a chance at a renegade thunder shower tonight. Nothing too substantial or particularly severe. Then overnight, we'll see temperatures sliding away back down into briefly the 50s in the north and low 60s to mid 60s for the rest of us. That's where we start out our Tuesday. Temperatures warming to around 80 as we go through midday. And then afternoon readings will be almost identical to what we've seen today for high temperatures. Maybe a degree or two cooler for some of us with that westerly flow sweeping out some of that thick and warm and more humid air. Now, as we go through the afternoon and evening hours, we'll have a chance at some showers north, but we'll really be watching a system entering the Black Hills by Wednesday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday. That will be making its way in our southern counties. We'll have a chance of rain, and in fact, severe weather possible in our far southern counties where you see the yellows here, a slight risk of severe weather. This will be Wednesday. We'll be keeping our eyes peeled on that. The much greater risk will be down near southern Minnesota, however. Your forecast looks like this for tomorrow. 65 to start, ramping it up on a crystal clear day with less haze and smoke through most of it for us here in Fargo. We spend many hours in the 80s until sunset. Wind will be more northerly tomorrow than it was today and less gusty for the most part. Another day in those mid and upper 80s across eastern North Dakota, low 80s across Lakes Country, sunshine aplenty. Late in the day, remember, if you're in the Lake of the Woods area, War Road, Roseau, Hallock, a chance for that thick, dense smoke to return into your evening. Nick capturing this smoky sunset in Fargo. Here's a look at your planning forecast. As we go through Wednesday, we'll have cooler weather. The smoke returns for many thunderstorms way far in the south. It does not look like a great chance here in Fargo or Grand Forks at all. As we go into the weekend, the heat returns, you guys, with 90s. So we'll have some smoke, we'll have some heat, and just a small chance of beneficial showers.
Watching a lot more entertaining, different colors and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. The extra particulates in the atmosphere does a lot to that light from the sun.
Yeah, thanks.
We're getting the best pictures coming in. Thanks, Hutch.
Thanks.
Up next on